Hi, we're here today to tell you how the Consumer Council can help you. My name's Derva Kearney and I'm the Director of Consumer Empowerment, and with me here today is Nolene Charnley, who runs our complaint handling team at the Consumer Council. Can you tell us what the complaint handling team does for consumers in Northern Ireland?
Yeah, no problem, Derva. So the team help Northern Ireland consumers with inquiries and complaints about energy, water, transport, postal services and private parking. So what this means is we deal with the types of queries. For example, if somebody has maybe concerns regarding an increase in their electricity bill, perhaps you're trying to get a refund back from your airline, or maybe just have a query around public transport, or maybe have been unlucky enough to get a parking charge notice. So our team help with a range of issues, and those are a few examples. The team are also really unique, and I'll explain why. So aside from just giving general advice and information to consumers, what our team actually can do is, so if you have a complaint about any of the areas we've mentioned, you've gone to the company, they maybe haven't responded, or maybe you're just really unhappy with the response, what our team can do is we can actually take the complaint on for you and investigate it on your behalf. So what we'll do is we'll contact the company and we'll investigate the complaint. We'll keep you fully updated throughout the process, and what we'll always try and do is get a positive resolution for you. So we're basically taking the stress away from consumers. We're doing that investigatory work for them, and the best thing about our service, Derva, is that it's completely free, which you don't get much these days for free. So I mean that's got to be something in itself. And one thing we really do pride ourselves on is excellent customer service. When any consumer contacts us, they'll be guaranteed they'll get an excellent service from all of the staff.
Brilliant, thank you, Nolene. And can you tell us about this past year? For example, the number of complaints that you've had, the number of people you've helped, and the amount of money you've returned to consumers.
Yeah, so I mean, this year has been a bit crazy for everybody, I think, and the team have certainly been kind of at the eye of the storm, as it were. So our contacts have almost doubled. We've helped over 10,000 consumers in the past 12 months, and remarkably, we've got back over £1 million. And yeah. I say remarkably because we're actually a really small team, under 10 staff. We had a bit extra help throughout the pandemic, but a small team who have worked extremely hard the last year to get back £1 million for consumers. So some of the big concerns we were dealing with was airline refunds, obviously because of the mass cancellations of flight and holidays. We were being contacted by consumers who couldn't get money back from their airlines. So our team stepped in and we remarkably got back 850,000 in airline refunds alone. Another big area this year would have been private parking charges. So the team, as I say, as well as appealing parking charges, we try to educate consumers on how to avoid getting them in the first place. But in terms of appeals, we've successfully appealed over £100,000 worth on parking charges for consumers in Northern Ireland.
Which is just fantastic.
Yeah,
it's fantastic
excellent
work by the team. And Nolene, can you explain what happens if a consumer rings up and has a query about something that's outside of the areas that we cover? How can the team help?
Okay, so if you have a query, you're not sure if we can help or not, what the advice I would give is just contact us anyway. Aside from giving the advice and information and also then investigating complaints, we have like a signposting service essentially. So if you contact us about something and we don't or can't help directly, what we'll do is we'll tell you the most appropriate organisation to contact, and we'll also give you the contact details as well as maybe any other advice or information we can give.
Great, thank you. And Nolene, if a consumer is particularly vulnerable, what services can the team offer and assist them with their complaint?
Okay, so I think the Consumer Council, to be honest, as an organisation, puts every consumer at the heart of everything we do, and that certainly is very evident within the team. So we're very conscious that different consumers have different needs, especially vulnerable consumers. And I think this year, above all, vulnerability it's really wide ranging. Somebody can go from maybe being not vulnerable one day to being vulnerable the next. So it's really important for us that our team have the skills and the tools to make sure that we can help all consumers, and also that our service is able to evolve to meet the needs of all consumers. So some of the things that our service offer, for example, we have the JAM card. So JAM stands for Just a Minute, and basically what we did was the whole organisation got trained on how to communicate and provide excellent customer service to consumers with disabilities. Another thing we have is Browse Aloud on our website. So the website is a fantastic tool. You get lots of advice and information about everything that we cover. And again, we want to make that service accessible to vulnerable consumers. So the Browse Aloud software allows consumers to browse the website, You can make the font bigger. It can also, I think it has something like 99 different languages that it can translate into. So again, it's just about making our services accessible. One very important thing, Dervla, I should mention is also within the complaints team. For example, if a vulnerable consumer contacts us and maybe they haven't gone to the company, because some people maybe just find that quite daunting or don't have the skill set or just not sure where to start, then what we can do is actually take the complaint on their behalf. And again, taking the stress away from the consumer and again, trying our best to get the best possible outcome for them.
Brilliant, thank you, Nolene. And just lastly, can you tell us how consumers can get in touch if they have an inquiry or a complaint?
Of course, yeah. So again, it's very important that our services are accessible and there's no barriers to anybody contacting us. So there's a wide range of ways that people can get in contact. The main contact for us would probably be the free phone number. So it's 0800 121 6022. A lot of other people then maybe choose to use email. So we have the email address, which is contact@consumercouncil.org.uk. We also have a landline, like a reception phone, which is available for people to use too. So it's 028 902 51600. And we also offer a free post service, so you don't have to pay for a stamp or any postage to contact Consumer Council, and it's just free post to the Consumer Council. I mentioned the website earlier, so obviously the website is another way that people can contact us. We have a dedicated section on the website for our complaints handling service, and within that you'll find out information on our process, how to contact us, and there's also an online complaints form that you can fill in as well, which comes directly to our inbox if you choose to use that method. There's lots of information for consumers on the website in terms of all the areas we cover, things like switching your supplier, how to save money, budgeting tools. There's a whole section that houses interactive tools that consumers can use. And of course, over the pandemic, we've had our COVID-19, it's basically like a standalone part of the website, which covers all of the areas where people may be affected by the pandemic. And more recently, we've also added an EU exit section to the website to help with any queries consumers may have around probably mainly postage or travel off the back of the EU exit. So yeah, the website's another great tool that people can use. And yeah, just to, I suppose, to say again that the service is completely free.
It's free?
Yeah, independent, and as I say, we will always strive to get the best possible outcome and provide the best possible level of service. 99.7% of consumers were happy with our service so far this year, so we're definitely doing something right. So yeah, I would say if any consumer out there thinks that we're maybe able to help, just pick up the phone or contact us, because we're ready and waiting for the call.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Nolene. That was fantastic and great to have that run through.
Excellent.
Thank you. We would like to thank you for listening today and really encourage you to please visit our website, consumercouncil.org.uk, or please ring our free phone number on 0800 121 6022. Thank you so much.